Hello, everyone. It's your favorite, slightly sleep deprived, overly curious psychologist in the making, Gina here. And welcome to Neurotically Yours, the podcast where brains are weird, psychology is cool, and nothing is ever just in your head, except when it is. Today's episode, buckle up because we're diving into an iconic neuropsychology case, the man who mistook his wife for a hat.
What?
Yep, you heard me. A real man, a real wife, and a very unfortunate hat mix up. Let's get into it. Grab your coffee or tea or whatever gets your neurons firing. Let's talk about brains being weird. All right, picture this. You're a neurologist and a patient walks in. He's a music professor, super intelligent, super polite, and everything seems chill until the end of the appointment, where he goes to leave and he tries to lift his wife's head off of her shoulders because he thinks it's his hat.
Wow!
Yep, you heard me correctly. You'd probably just blink a few times and check if you need a brain scan, right? This is the true story of Dr. P as told by legendary neurologist Oliver Sacks in his book, The Man Who Mistook His Wife for a Hat. Dr. P was not delusional or hallucinating. He wasn't seeing things that weren't there. His eyes were working, but his brain wasn't recognizing objects or people in a normal, integrated way. He could describe objects by shape and color, but not identify them. He mistook fire hydrants for kids, doorknobs for people's hands, and when shown a glove, he described it as a continuous surface enfolded on itself with 5 out pouchings. Sir, that's your glove. We all know it. Your wife knows it. Even your glove knows it. The wild part, Dr. P didn't seem distressed. He was calm and he was creative. He was navigating his musical patterns using cues from sound and touch. Honestly, icon behavior. His brain was glitching, but he was out here improvising like a jazz solo. So, what was going on under the hood? Dr. P had a condition called visual agnosia, specifically associative visual agnosia, which means he could see things, but his brain couldn't assign meaning to them. Let's break it down. I'll promise to keep it cute and demure. So, the eyes take a raw visual information. That info travels through the optic nerve into the visual cortex. Then it moves along two major pathways. The dorsal stream, aka the where pathway, helps you locate things in space. The other one is the ventral stream, aka the what pathway. So we have two pathways, where and what. The what pathway helps you recognize what you're looking at. Dr. P's what pathway, yeah, she left the chat. It's like his brain was doing a puzzle without the box, with some of the pieces upside down in the dark. He could still process shapes, colors, patterns. His perception was technically intact, but he couldn't connect it to meaning. Like, this is a face, this is a rose. Didn't compute anymore. That disconnect between visual input and conceptual recognition is what made his world feel like a surrealist painting. Imagine walking through life and not being able to tell what anything is unless it speaks to you. Terrifying, but also deeply intriguing. And the fact that he was a musician, not a coincidence. His brain adapted by learning harder on auditory cues. He could identify people by the sound of their voice, not their face. Music became his roadmap, his anchor. Now, you might be thinking, cool story, Gina, but why should I care? Because this case isn't just about one man's brain going off script. It's about how fragile, incredible our perception of reality really is. We walk around every day just assuming our brains are interpreting things correctly. But what if they weren't? What if a single neural hiccup could turn your partner into a coach rag or your own reflection into a stranger? Dr. P's story is a reminder that brains aren't just about intellect, they're about identity, connection, function, meaning. When that system breaks down, it's not just inconvenient, it's existential. And what makes Oliver Sacks' work so beautiful in that he didn't treat his patients like curiosities. He saw them as full people with rich inner lives, talents, fears, and humor. This podcast, yeah, it's kind of my love letter to that philosophy. We're not here to just learn, we're here to empathize, to understand that behind every disorder is a human trying to make sense of their world. So, what can we take away from Dr. P? First of all, your brain is doing the most behind the scenes. Thank it. Second, reality is collaborative. Your senses and your mind are co producing your experience. And next time you try to wear your wife like a hat, maybe book that neurology appointment. So, moral of the story, be kind to your brain. It's doing so much for you. Okay, that's it for today's episode of Neurotically Yours. If you like this brainy little story time, make sure to tune in next time. I will be diving into another psychological case that will make you question everything. Until then, stay curious, stay wired, and don't forget your actual hat. Love you, mean it, bye!